Wrongs of history needs to be righted.
My name's Paton Patel, an investigative reporter into the strange and downright weird. And this week, I've returned to Folkestone to investigate one of the most curious cases I've ever come across in my long career. In this week's episode, I'm investigating poltergeist activity that's happening right here in this house, causing chaos for its residents, a mother and a son. Now, you may want to prepare yourself, sit down, turn on the lights, and make sure you're with family and friends, because from what I've seen and heard so far, it involves not only one, but two poltergeists, and it's absolutely terrifying. Are you ready? They're obviously not in. Ah! Look!
You're early! Rudy, door!
Hi, can we come in? Can you tell us what happened?
He had a nightmare about 3 months ago now.
4 months ago.
It was absolutely terrifying.
You weren't there.
Woke me up with all the screaming.
What happened?
I woke up to see a shape.
A two-man shape.
Two men? What were they wearing?
Cloaks.
Denim clothes.
Denim?
They came towards me like they were on wheels.
Wheels?
Like they were on a skateboard.
They managed to skateboard on carpet?
No, they had to float because of the state of the floor. Didn't want to tread on all his dirty clothes and sweet wrappers.
I was trapped. I couldn't move. Then, as they got closer, they leant over me.
Why don't we show him? You, get on the bed.
I'm not really sure this is a good idea.
Now imagine that's a packet of biscuits and I'm the biscuit ghosts in a natty denim cloak. Now imagine I'm on wheels and I'm coming towards you and. Chocolate digestives. Nice.
Digestives? They were threatening you?
No. They just said it all casual-like and then rolled back away to the window and disappeared.
You must have been terrified.
I was absolutely terrified the mice had come back after the last infestation, thanks to him leaving his mouldering food all over the floor. I've told you before, young man, biscuits are banned!
What the hell was that?
Not my Dame Vera Lynn Whitecliffe's World War II anniversary tin again. They've already destroyed one. They're a collector's item.
The biscuit cupboard. Maybe the mice are back?
Oh yeah, they all got together and pushed the tin out with their little paws. That's ridiculous.
Well, what's another rational explanation then?
I don't know. All I do know is that him keeping biscuits in his bedroom seems to have unleashed a tsunami of supernatural biscuit phenomenon on us and the cat. Flour and sugar keeps disappearing. The smell of baking wakes us up during the night. And he refuses to eat his cat, Biscuits.
That was some really scary stuff back there. I didn't want to say anything to frighten Rudy, but you could get a real sense of evil near to the biscuit cupboard. Did anyone else?
No. What's on your head?
My hat.
On top of your hat.
Where the hell did this come from? They didn't even offer us any jammy dodgers in there. What the hell?
Look.
Ginger nuts. Imagine if I'd driven off. I could have got into a very nasty accident. The poltergeists are trying to kill us. I'm back here at Folkestone's Fishing, Harebone and Biscuit Museum to meet the world's top biscuit expert, Dr. Garibaldi, author of bestseller That's Not a Biscuit. Let's see what we can find out. The ghosts have real beef with biscuits. I had a windscreen of assorted biscuits, including ginger nuts. And as I was leaving the house, I found one of these on my hat and one on my head. What could it all possibly mean?
It's your lucky day. You see, the jammy dodger is often used to describe someone who gets lucky. For example, in a game of tennis, the ball skims the net and rolls over, causing the other player or players to protest, "You jammy dodger." But in fact, the name was inspired by Roger the Dodger, a character from the comic Beano. Perchance you've heard of him?
Nope.
I thought as much. You see, Roger the Dodger liked to dodge his chores and his homework. His real name is Roger Dawson, by the way. He's actually a second cousin of mine.
But what about
If I might just continue.
Sorry.
Folkestone has a proud historical connection with biscuits.
The biscuit rolling competition.
A wonderful tradition. I've actually been champion for the past 14 years.
Congratulations.
Thank you. The Romans manufactured the first biscuit on top of East Cliff. Archaeologists have discovered fish-shaped moulds in a factory setting.
For what?
Garum bucolatum. Bucolatum means biscuit, and garum is the flavour. Fish innards.
That's not a biscuit.
Oh, I think the Roman army might disagree. It was their staple food. Throughout its history, Folkestone has been a veritable hub of biscuit production, including the ruffle, a meringue in the shape of the fashionable ruffs worn in the Tudor period, the famous ship's biscuits fed to sailors, the Georgian wig-shaped caramel melts during World War II, the Vera Lynn Whitecliffe's biscuit selection, and last, but by no means least, my namesake.
Namesake.
My name, Mr. Patel. Often disparagingly referred to as squashed fly biscuits, they are nothing but a double-baked heaven, consisting twin layers of sweetened dough encrusted with currants and named after the greatest general ever to have lived.
Napoleon.
No, Garibaldi.
Never heard of him. Do you have any theories as to why ghosts are attacking a mother and son with biscuits?
I don't believe in ghosts, Mr. Patel. Do you?
Well, how do you explain the biscuits on my hat and the head and the windscreen?
Perhaps some of your crew put them there as a joke.
But I never took my hat off. How do you explain that?
Oh, I really have no idea. Perhaps you should hold a séance.
We must make sure we reach out to the higher spirits, not the lower sorts, or else they will corrupt everything.
Higher spirits, come to us.
Higher spirits, I call thee.
I'm psychic too. Higher spirits, come to thee.
This is Madame Ruth Fortuna de la Fufu, world-famous psychic medium. Listen to me and me only.
We've managed to contact world-famous speaker with the dead, Madame Ruth de Fortuna de la Fufu, who is on a UK tour appearing at the Grand Bursting. Luckily, she agreed to connect with the Biscuit Menace. We brought Dr. Garibaldi here so that he can filter out any nonsense the ghouls are prone to sprout about biscuits, according to the clairvoyant.
If I'd known this was a séance, I would not have come.
Sit down!
You You suggested it.
I was joking. Now, you brought me here under false pretences, Mr. Patel, pretending you wanted my inside knowledge on the Garibaldi. I shall be complaining to your manager.
Stop messing with the spirits, Doctor. You are angering them. Everyone, concentrate. Attention! Spirits of the Biscuit world, come to me. Come to me. Come to me. Fake cake! Fake cake! Fake cake! Fake cake!
What's she saying?
Jaffa cakes, of course.
Biscuit! Garibaldi! Noble! Gingerans! Kilmarty! Kilmarty! Devil eats dog.
Does he?
He's speaking in tongues.
There are anagrams of different biscuits. Kilmarty, malted milk. Ginger rumps, ginger nuts. Garibaldi, Garibaldi.
Devil eats dogs?
Digestives.
Ooh, my favourite.
If you say so, it's not my cup of tea. I have two ladies here. For some reason, they have a crush on you, and they're arguing which one will marry you. Which one?
I don't know.
You heard him, he does not know. They will send you something, and you must choose your pride.
Typical bloke, meant to be helping, but instead he makes it all about him and his bloody ego. This is about my poor son being scared out of his tiny mind.
Thanks.
Garibaldi! Hobnob! Die! Die! Adjust him! Biscuit! Garibaldi! Biscuit!
Your cat, it's possessed!
It's a wig.
Oh, thank God for that.
Oh, 'cause a floating wig crashing through the living room door is better than a possessed cat, right?
Chocolate fingers are not biscuits, and I do not need a wig.
Ah, that's officially what your chocolate fingers are not officially biscuits think of you.
Silence! They are just cheap crackers, for goodness sake. Mr. Garibaldi, this is your fault. You have attracted the lower spirits. We must have absolute quiet so they can send a message to their groom to be.
But I...
Put it back. You are breaking the circle. Garibaldi!
They're taunting me. At least I don't want to marry you. Look.
Who the hell? It is an airport.
That's definitely not an airport.
An airport, Monsieur Paton. I know what an airport looks like. An airport is a solid object the spirits sent from the other world. Find out who your brides-to-be are, and you may solve the mystery of the haunted biscuits.
Look! Revenge! To be honest, I don't know whether to be flattered or scared out my wits. Those poltergeists are really angry about something, and I have a hunch that Dr. Garibaldi knows far more than he's letting on. Blackcurrant jam.
Look, another biscuit trail.
Let's go. Look, around the corner. It's sending us on a wild goose chase.
Over there!
I've been looking for those. They vanished from their frame a few moments ago.
Wait a minute, they appeared at my house a few moments ago. What's going on?
It's not the first time they've disappeared. You'd better come in.
I want answers. Have you got something to do with this?
All shall be revealed.
What do you have to say for yourself?
And who are you?
What's going on?
Who do I answer?
Me.
We want answers.
I already said that.
I suppose you want to know who the ladies in the photos are.
Yes.
Yes.
These are my great grandmothers twice removed.
Why did their photos turn up in my house?
I was just coming to that. Karen and Sally Christmas were spinster sisters, and as such had a lot of time on their hands. And they spent all of their days, apart from Sundays, making the famous Christmas biscuits. And guess where their house was?
My house? Geez. That's why all the flour and sugar keeps disappearing, and the baking smell.
They bought the house from the proceeds of the Christmas biscuit sales. It was quite a thing in those days for ladies to own property. Never mind invent complicated things like biscuits.
But I've never heard of a Christmas biscuit.
Ah, I assume neither of you are Victorians.
No,
What?
I'm not.
The Christmas biscuit was famous throughout the land. Celebrities and royalty from all over the world would flock to Folkestone in the Victorian and early Edwardian times to have a little taste of the mouth-watering Christmas biscuit. And the Christmas biscuit was the #1 choice at Christmas too, until it was written out of history.
Why?
All because of a certain person's obsession with the jammy dodger. I suppose you've never seen the Christmas biscuit. Well, it may surprise you to know that it's made up of 2 layers of shortbread with a heart-shaped splodge of homemade blackberry jam in the middle. Sound familiar?
That's the Jammy Dodger.
Exactly. The Jammy Dodger owes everything to the Christmas biscuit. And while it rides high as the #1 favourite, the Christmas biscuit has faded into obscurity. Thanks to one person.
Who?
Dr. Garibaldi! The prestige of being related to Roger Dawson.
The Beano guy.
Yes, being connected to such a famous biscuit was too much of a pull for the world's top biscuit expert. He became obsessed. His name isn't even Garibaldi. He changed it back in 1979.
Unbelievable.
And not only did he cheat my great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmothers twice removed out of the history books, but I have evidence that he cheats in the annual biscuit rolling competition. This was sent to me anonymously.
Generous.
No, Mr. Patel, the footage, the phone is mine.
Wednesday is 7th night to 9:30, you know what I mean? Yeah, so, you know the rules. 3 biscuits each. That's the 3rd year running I've caught you in the act. Into your pockets. Get him.
Hey, they're my biscuits. You've no right to take my biscuits.
Clear off. Can't trust anyone with biscuits. That's how I say it.
No Jammy Dodger bends like that without breaking.
Exactly. He swapped the biscuit from something made of synthetic material.
You mean plastic?
Or something similar. And no wonder that he wins. Year after year after year after year after year after year after year. We always had our suspicions, but no one dared confront the world's top biscuit expert.
That's all very well, but how about you get your great and so on grandmothers twice removed out of my house pronto?
If you want them out, they're going to have to see that justice has been served. And the Christmas biscuit needs to be crowned once again as the forerunner of the JD. The wrongs of history need to be righted.
If we get Garibaldi to apologise, they'll leave the house alone.
Oh, I think we need a bit more than that now.
Well, what do you mean? Contact Fortuna della Fufu to contact?
No. From what you say, they're really angry. We need something much more powerful. We need an exorcism.
Can you please tell your relatives not to make too much mess? I've got better things to do than to clean up a pile of vomit and bile.
I have no control over them, I'm afraid.
We're back at the haunted house after making a call to the Bishop of Folkestone, who luckily for us specialises in cleansing spirits from homes. Right now, I believe she's blessing the biscuit cupboard.
Sally and Karen Christmas, we know you have been wronged in your life on this earth, but now you must leave this house and allow Martha and Rudy to live alone in peace. You do not belong on this earth.
Did you hear that? We can't hear you!
Don't encourage them.
This is perfectly normal.
Hey, Sally and Karen. I hear heaven is a land of flour and sugar.
Dr. Garibaldi, they're here. It's time to say your piece.
I'm trapped!
If it wasn't for you, my son wouldn't have been scared out of his tiny mind.
Stop saying that.
You must face the consequences of your actions.
No. Let me out. The JD will never lose its crown.
A simple apology is all we ask.
They want to kill me.
They want justice!
Apologise.
They want chocolate digestives?
I want my house back.
Apologise.
Sorry.
Louder!
Sorry!
Biscuit, Garibaldi. Biscuit!
Garibaldi! You hoodlum! All we want is an apology!
He's got the blue flag. Look! Dr. Garibaldi paid for this to go into the house. Read it and please leave!
All we want is an apology. A simple apology is all one expects. Don't forget, Alice Campbell is popping today for tea. I don't really approve of her choice. He may be royalty, but that beard. Biscuit crumbs in bed. I know. Ours is far more charming and handsome. It only seems a shame to leave. We've only just met him. I hope you enjoyed this week's investigation. To be honest, I never want to see another Biscuit again. Thankfully, we were able to rid Martha and Rudy's home of the ghosts and bring justice back to the Christmas sisters who waited over 100 years to see their names back in the Biscuit annals. Our work here is done. Until next time, Happy Christmas!
It looks like one of those time machines Mr. Wells is always droning on about.
Do you think we can hide in it?
Oh, sister, be careful.
No one can see us. We're ghosts.
Well, I know, but... Oh.
I don't want him to leave.
I know. Neither do I. Which is why I've got these.
He'll never be able to get away from us now.